Hello children, today we are going to study chapter 2 from your English literature textbook. The chapter's name is The Narayanpur Incident. The name of the author is Shashi Deshpande. Now this story is about an incident or an episode that took place in a place called Narayanpur, right? So let's begin. 8th August 1942. The Quit India movement begins. Babu and Manju suddenly find themselves part of all this when their schools close down and their father is put behind bars. Their brother Mohan becomes involved in the movement and the rest of the family moves to the small town of Narayanpur. Now, what is the story? It's a story that happened in a place called Narayanpur. When did it happen? It happened on 8th August 1942. So this is pre-independence. We attained independence in 1947. And this story took place somewhere before 47, that is in 1942. The Quit India movement began. The time when the Quit India movement began. Now what is this Quit India movement? Quit means leave. The Britishers were the Britishers were asked by Mahatma Gandhi to leave the country, to leave our country respectfully and let India lead its life on its own terms. So this is the Quit India movement started by Mahatma Gandhi that began. Two characters are here, Babu and Manju, right? The story is about Babu Manju. They suddenly find themselves part of all this when their schools close down. The schools are closed and their father, so they are siblings. My Babu and Manju are siblings and their father is put behind bars. Put behind bars means he is in prison or he is put in jail because probably he is part of Quit India movement. And they have a brother. The third sibling is Mohan. He becomes involved in the movement and the rest of the family moves to a small town of Narayanpur. So the other family members who are left behind, that is Babu, Manju and the mother, they move to a town called Narayanpur because Mohan is involved in Quit India movement, the father is in the prison, so the rest of the family members, they move to Narayanpur. But now Mohan has turned up in Narayanpur with his friend Suman and the Quit India movement has gained momentum. Now what happens? Mohan has come up to this place called Narayanpur with one of his friends Suman, and here the Quit India movement has gained momentum. Gained momentum means that it has gathered more supporters and it has become very, very active. Babu decides to watch a procession that Mohan is taking part in and takes Manju with him. Their mother does not know about their plan, so the children leave the key to their house with their neighbor Ramabai. Read on to find out what happens. Now Babu decides to watch this procession. There is procession where the elder brother Mohan is going to participate, right? So he is wanting to take the younger sibling Manju to this procession and see the elder brother taking part, and he takes Manju along with him. The mother does not know about their plan that they are going to see the procession, and the children go, they leave the house and they give the key to their house with the neighbor, and the name of the neighbor is Ramabai. So we'll underline Ramabai and see what happens next. Now, said Manju impatiently, tell me where we are going. So Manju is asking the brother Babu, and she is asking Babu, tell me where we are going. To watch a procession. Walk fast, we may be late. Now the brother replies that we are going to watch a procession. Now what is a procession? Underline procession. A procession is a demonstration or a silent walk or exhibition of some people who are going with a certain goal in mind. So here it is about Quit India movement. Here it is about the pre-independence struggle where Mahatma Gandhi's pictures or the photographs are being carried by the local people, and they want independence from the British rule, and where moreover the elder brother Mohan is taking part. So he says to watch a procession, walk fast, we may be late. What procession? Whose procession? Where? So three questions come from Manju. She has got three questions, one after the other, that shows that she is very inquisitive. The word is inquisitive. You can write down INQUISITIVE. She says, what procession? Whose procession? Where? You sound just like Ramabai, said Babu. Did she give you a quick lesson? So the brother is saying so many questions together. So you are asking questions like Ramabai. Ramabai also is a person who has got lot of questions. Did she give you a quick lesson? Have you taken a lesson from her? Because you are sounding exactly like Ramabai. Oh, be quiet about Ramabai. Tell me, Babu, what procession? So again the sister says, what procession are we going to attend? The college students are taking out a procession from their college to the collector's office. Mohan told me we could watch. He says it's going to be peaceful. Now this is the answer. What is it? It is a college students are taking out a procession from their college to the collector's office. So from their college to the collector's office, they are going in a peaceful manner. And Mohan has told him that we can go and watch this. There were already some people lining the roads. Manju and Babu found a good spot, almost opposite the gate of the collector's compound. They had to wait for some time. Now, by the time they had reached there were already people lining up the roads. People had already started to line up. Manju and Babu, they went there and they found a good spot. Good spot means a good place from where they could watch the procession. And this place was opposite the gate of the collector's compound. And they stood there and they waited there for the procession. Soon they heard the magical words, they are coming, they are coming. So the crowd, the people who were lined up there, they started saying, they're coming, they're coming. Who's coming? The people, the group, the boys, the students who were the college students who were moving from the college to the gate, they were coming. The children, like the others, rushed out. Policemen appeared all along the road. Some of them walked in front of the students, some by their sides, but the students marched as if the police didn't exist. Now what happens? The police is there to take charge. The police is there to take control. In case there is something untoward that happens, then the police is there in such processions. But this procession was a peaceful procession, so they had nothing much to do in such a procession. Right? The students marched as if the police didn't exist. Why? Because they had pre-decided that their movement would be a silent and a peaceful one. They walked in complete silence. There were no slogans, no shouts, just the shuffle of feet and a low murmur from the watching crowd. So there were no slogans chanted. They didn't say any slogan. They never shouted. They just walked very silently, and the crowd could hear a shuffle of feet, and the only noise was a murmur from the watching crowd. Otherwise, there was no noise at all. Babu and Manju looked eagerly for Mohan. Now these two were looking and trying to search for their brother. Yes, there he was, dressed in white pajamas and a cream-colored kurta, with another boy, both holding aloft a picture of the Mahatma. Now Babu Manju could immediately find their brother. And there he was, wearing white pajamas and cream-colored kurta, with another boy holding aloft. Aloft means holding at a height a picture of the Mahatma Gandhi. Their arms must have ached holding it up that way for so long, but their faces were expressionless. Now there here means Mohan and his friend who were holding Mahatma Gandhi's photograph at a height. And we can look at the picture and see here that this is aloft. Aloft means holding it at a height. So arms must have ached. Ached means pained. Holding the photograph for so long, the arms must have pained, holding it up that way for so long, but their faces were expressionless. The face did not show that pain and agony. The face did not convey any discomfort, right? That was the spirit these college students were having. Now, the leaders of the procession had reached the barred gates. Now, this procession had leaders who were leading the procession, and they reached the barred gates. Barred means blocked to prevent entry. Banned, blocked, right? So they reached there. And when they reached there, a police officer, he was the DSP, Mohan told them later, came up to them. When they reached the barred gates, what happened? A police officer, and he was of the rank of DSP, Mohan told them later, came up to them. This officer went to the college student leaders, and this is an abbreviation. You can write down DSP is ABBREVIATION. Abbreviation, or we can also say acronym, and it stands for the Deputy Superintendent of Police. DSP stands for Deputy Superintendent of Police. It's given on top. You can see the full form or the expanded form of DSP. He came up to them. Now what happened? There was some conversation between him and the students. The DSP had some communication with the student leaders. The students seemed to be arguing with this DSP. Then one of them handed him a piece of paper. One of the college student leaders gave the DSP a piece of paper, right? Underline. He looked it without glancing at it and nodded. So this DSP, he took the paper without glancing at it, without looking at it, and nodded. He just took it, nodded. The students turned their backs to him, and one of them shouted, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai. The students just gave the paper, the student leader just gave the paper to the DSP. Then they turned back to the DSP, to the barred gate, and one of them shouted, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai. And rest of them, they all said, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai, jai. The others shouted back loudly, and then they briskly marched back the way they had come. And they just went back. They said nothing else to the DSP. There was no arguments any further. They just went back. They started their movement towards the college. Thank you so much.